Oh no. Are you kidding me? So I did mess up. It's okay. I'll redo it. It's not like this paper is expensive or anything. Hi, I'm Liz, and I'm starting a new vlog series for my YouTube channel, Susan Paradis Piano Teaching Resources. On this channel, you're going to see a lot of behind the scenes of me running Susan Paradis Piano Teaching Resources. You're going to see me make a lot of stuff, and you're going to see me design new piano teaching resources. So whether you are a piano teacher, a small business owner, or a creative, or even all of the above, I think you're gonna find this channel interesting, so I'm excited for you to follow along with my journey. I also have a lot to learn because in my previous life, I was not a business owner. Just in the past year, I've learned a lot, and I'm learning more every single day. Just a brief history, Susan Paradis Piano Teaching Resources started as a humble blog by my mother all the way back in 2006, where she would share piano teaching resources to everyone, giving tips on how to engage their students, and sharing fun materials that she made herself, such as printables, and she gave it all away for free for many years until the cost of all of that started to rise, and so she morphed it into an online shop. And it's grown from there, and it's beloved by piano teachers all over the world. Then in 2024, after a 5-year battle with cancer, my mother passed away. But before she passed away, she had asked me, her daughter, Liz, to take over the website, which I was so happy to do. A little bit of my background is I am an artist, and my previous career was actually in animation and games, making 3D models, which is basically digital sculpting on a computer. I did that professionally for a number of years before switching into teaching at a university. I taught 3D modeling and other digital art classes for 15 years, and so stepping away from that career was a very hard decision, but there were so many advantages to it. For one, I didn't want to let down all of my mom's loyal customers and fan base. And then also, it just so happened to coincide with my oldest son going into kindergarten. And so I knew that being able to transition to a job where I could work from home and have flexible hours was going to be good. So that's a brief history of what it is. And what Susan Paradis Piano Teaching Resources actually provides is currently over 300 digital downloads of engaging, colorful teaching aids for music teachers. My mother had 50 years of music education experience, specifically working with children. And I always want to remind people that I am not my mother, but I do have a music background. And I was lucky enough to have Susan Paradis herself as my teacher and mentor. Now my oldest son is actually about to start 2nd grade, and I'm so proud of his music journey, which I don't teach him, but he has his own teacher. And my second son is about to start his piano journey this fall. So I'm also the role of a piano mom. As an artist, I bring different skills to the business, and I was a perfect fit to step into the role of taking over because of my knowledge of digital arts, websites, printing, and also you'll see that I'm a bit of a maker. I really enjoy making things and technology and all that sort of stuff and seeing my art come alive. So it's been fun to put my own creative twist to the business. One thing I've learned as a business owner is that you wear many hats, and if you are a scatterbrained person like me, it can get a little confusing. So I thought the first thing I would do today is make myself a custom to-do pad that I can write down my thoughts every day and stay a little bit more on task. Now, just yesterday when I decided, all right, let's do this whole YouTube thing, I decided to make myself a custom pad for my YouTube channel so that I could figure out what exactly I want to say on these vlogs. So you can see I made a little notepad, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to make a to-do notepad. So let's get started. So of course there is no shortage of to-do notepads on the market, but I want to make my own. Now I have this one that I have bought, and it's really nice, but it's more in a weekly format, which can be really good for bigger picture stuff, but I really need to focus on the day to day. So I'm going to just create a notepad that is just a one-day to-do list. Okay, I think I've got the basic framework down. I've got 10 spaces for things to do. I know there's going to be days that I have a lot more, but you know, I don't want to squish it all too much on a page. I could always do a second page. It's going to be a whole notepad after all. And then I left a little space down here for maybe other kinds of notes, but before I fully commit to this, I'm going to print it out, just the framework, to see how the sizing looks in real life. Okay, so I guess my thoughts are is that it's a little big. The scale is a little big. So since this is a to-do list, I thought what I would do is I would go with a busy bee motif. And I make sticker sheets for a sticker club. And one month I did everything was bee themed. You can tell I love these. I'm halfway done through this sheet. And so I already have a whole lot of bee art that I'm just going to reuse and stick onto this notepad. Okay, I think this is going to be pretty dang cute. So let's get it printed. Okay, this looks pretty good. So you can see I've printed out two pages at a time. And so the idea is that I'm going to print out probably 20 of these pages. And then I'll be able to cut them in half and turn them into a pad. Oh, I love these little bees. See, I'm the queen bee, that one's me. And some of them are bumblebees because you can see they are fuzzy. And some of them are honeybees because they aren't. Anyways, came out really cute. Okay, so I thought while the glue dried, we would go through and print out one of the teaching materials. It's called Don't Swipe My Sharp. And it's a game my mom first came up with back in 2011. It's a really fun game that helps teach students accidentals, so their sharps and their flats. And I wanted to try printing it out on some really nice paper and seeing if I could make like a really nice physical copy of it. Because that's the beauty of these digital downloads is that you have the freedom to print it out on just plain copy paper, and when you're done with it, throw it away. Or you could print it out on some really nice sturdy cardstock or laminate it and use it over and over and over again. I also know that it's a game that you can use with little game tokens, and since it's a digital download printable, there is no tokens that come with it. And I thought it might be kind of fun to design some tokens. So just for me, but if they're cute, maybe I sell them. I don't know. I really like that idea though. I'm gonna go ahead and print it out. Okay, so I printed it out, and this is some really nice, heavy, double-sided glossy paper that I've bought. It's not cheap stuff. So, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for an everyday teacher, but I just want to see if I can make something really nice and physical. I haven't printed the back yet, so I'm going to go and print the back of the cards. Printing double-sided paper is difficult for everyone. So I'm going to print a couple test sheets to make sure I remember the orientation of this printer. This is my fancier printer. Earlier you saw my cheapy printer, but this printer can handle really thick paper, which is why I have it. Oh, it's time to apply more glue. Okay, pause on the printer. I'll be back. Okay, so it comes printed out facing towards me. So this was just a test print of this thing. So now I know how to orient my paper, putting it back in. Oh no. Are you kidding me? So today I learned that Photoshop orients landscape papers one way and Adobe Acrobat formats landscape paper another way. So I did mess up. It's okay, I'll redo it. It's not like this paper is expensive or anything. This is the downside to digital downloads, right? And why so many people ask me to make physical copies of things for them. Okay, so I'm reprinting the ones I messed up, but I do have a win. Here I've got them facing the correct way, and soon I will be cutting these out as soon as I get those ones correct as well. Also, side note, I don't think I love these mics. Oh well. Yes! Okay, this turned out so cute. Let's test it to make sure it works. Yes, okay, and this is also just the cleanest one I've ever made because I took the extra time to make the paper really line up really well and trim it off so that it looks good. So now I can do a to-do list. Sounds like my printer's finishing up, so I can go check that out. Okay, I'm over at my workbench here, and the lighting's not quite as good because I'm so backlit. But it's time for me to cut out all the cards. So for this, I don't use my Mega paper cutter. That's really much better for cutting out large stacks like a Notepad. So I'm just gonna go over to my little paper cutter. This paper is too thick for this paper cutter. That's really annoying. I need like a medium paper cutter, like one of those guillotine ones that's not made for like insane amounts of paper. All right, that's okay. I'll just trim these up with scissors. It's fine. So I'm actually going to go through on those ones that got fuzzy, and actually this whole deck, I'm going to go put it into my big paper cutter and trim off about 1 millimeter off of every piece so that the deck sits nice and flush. The good news is that even though this paper is really hard to work with and I don't necessarily recommend it for the everyday piano teacher, this deck came out awesome. And a little extra trimming I did at the end makes it feel really professional. About this paper, it is 300-pound paper and it's coated double glossy side, which does not work in a regular printer. That's why I have more than one printer. I have my regular printer that I can do things like copy paper and regular cardstock. And then I have my bigger, fancier printer, which I use specifically for papers like this, because when I went to a recent conference, I printed out a bunch of the digital downloads and sold them as physical copies. So because of that, I invested in the big printer and I can kind of do paper that regular printers can't handle. Now, the next thing I'm going to do on this is totally uncalled for, but I have the tool to do it, and I am going to round these corners. Then it will feel really cool. Now, I have to admit, this is not the best corner rounder. I just got like the cheapest one that could do big stacks of paper. So it doesn't make a perfect round corner, unfortunately, but it's good enough. The reason I need something soft is because it actually pushes a circle into it, so that keeps the circle from being pushed into the cards itself. How cute are these rounded corners? Like I said, they're not as perfect as I have some corner rounders that can do one paper at a time. Those do perfect corners. But when you're doing a whole pile at a time, it's not quite as perfect, but it is really fast. How cute is this deck of cards? Okay, so this is really exciting. I just got a package of some die cut stickers that I order. I make a lot of die cut stickers that I sell, and so this is a new design I did. So let's open it up and see it. How cute is this sticker? So I drew this. So I made this cute Texas themed sticker that is so cute with the Texas icons of our local flowers. And I mean, this is such a true sentiment. Probably everyone can think of a time in their life where music helped them get through something hard, whether it was grief or anxiety. But I also decided to go with a Texas motif because I thought it would be really nice to create a sticker that through the month of July, the profits of this sticker would be donated to Central Texas flooding relief. And so if you want to help out with that cause of it, by the way, these die cut stickers are waterproof. This one has a matte finish on it. They are UV resistant, so you can put them on anything. You can put them through the dishwasher, you can stick it on your car, whatever you want. But I think it's just a pretty design and a sentiment that is true for a lot of people. This was my first time to use this sticker printer company, and they are based in Texas, so I thought that was appropriate as well. A little bit of Texas pride and a little bit of music all mixed together. You can purchase this sticker on the site. I've got a whole pile of them, so come get them. Okay, so I'm at the piano and I thought I would give you just a really condensed explanation of this game. So basically, you start off with 2 piles of decks. The game board is the keyboard itself. The person sitting on the left is going to use the black keys below middle C, and the person on the right is going to use the black keys on the top of the middle C. So you're going to start off by taking turns, and on it you're going to see that there is a note, and what they can do is the student will take a game token and place it on that black key. So the object of the game is to fill up your black keys with tokens, but every once in a while you're going to get one that says, where is it? Swipe is sharp, and what that does, that means you get to take one of the game tokens of the other player. So it's a fast-paced, fun game where people are winning and losing, and things can change really fast. And it can be played with a teacher and a student, or it can be played with 2 students. It's however you want, but that's pretty much how the game works. And the digital version of this game is available on the shop right now, so you can go through and print and cut to your little heart's delight. I'm going to take the idea that the customer gave me, because she said she loves this game and she wishes there was a ledger line version, and I'm like, yeah, I can do that. That'd be fun. But I'm also wondering, would people prefer to have a physical copy of this? Because I know when it comes to cards, it's a lot of cutting, it's a lot of printing, and the whole printing on front and back can be a little difficult. And if you're like, no, I want to do all that, that's great. It's available right now. You can go get it. And also, if you're really nervous about printing on the front and back, I actually have on the YouTube channel an entire tutorial on how to print front and back. But I'll tell you what, the short gist of it is do test prints with cheap paper in an econo mode setting and figure out which way your printer orients paper, and keep in mind that can change depending on the program you are using and what you're printing out of. So just open it up in Adobe or wherever you open up your PDFs and do some test prints before you flip it over. I do that every time, and as you saw, even I mess up sometimes. Comment below on whether you're team digital or team physical when it comes to piano teaching aids. I imagine that most of my existing followers are team digital because that's what the website has been since 2006. And then also let me know, should I make some piano music themed notepads and sell them in my store? What do you think? I can make them real cute with lots of little art that I've drawn. Is that something y'all would be interested in? Let me know. And thank you for watching to the end of my first YouTube vlog. And I'm sorry about the mic because I'm pretty sure it's kind of doing a buzzing thing every once in a while. But you know, it is what it is for now. And stick around for future videos. I mean, I am going to be making so much stuff. It's really interesting. I like to share it with y'all. And I'll be highlighting more things on the website because some of that stuff is really buried down in there and you might not even be aware that it exists. I have no shortage of ideas for this channel. And my goal right now is maybe to put one out once a week. We'll see. I don't know. Oh my gosh, and I forgot to say, this is like my rite of passage. If you enjoyed today's content, please like and subscribe. Wow, I've never said that seriously before. Anyways, thanks for watching today. I'll see you next time.